Ladies and gentlemen, ReZero returns March 3rd. And with it returning, I thought now would be the best time to tell you everything you need to know about this crossover. I'm talking about from units to equips to what these characters will be doing, kind of what to be expecting. Everything will be talked about in this video. So this may be a long one, maybe a short one, I don't know. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy it and find it informative. And let me know down below, what are you most excited for with the ReZero crossover? Is it the fact that your waifus are getting buffed again? Or is it the fact that you're actually getting a chance to summon for somebody that you maybe missed last time? One thing that ReZero is going to be doing different from other crossovers is that ReZero actually has a ReZero raid. And what it is, you pretty much fight Garm, or it's a recolor of Garm, and this is actually the main way that you're going to be getting your true weapons for your character. So you want to make sure you farm this. And don't worry if you can't get like a lot of points, or you can't get super high rankings every single time. This will be absolutely worth it no matter what. Especially if you get Emilia, Ram, whoever, you want to make sure you have their true weapons, because their true weapons, or I would say most of the true weapons from this crossover, are pretty beneficial for their specific characters. And talking about Emilia and all of them are coming back, and not only are all of them coming back, they're also all getting massively buffed. As you see here with Emilia, she's getting more water resist down, she's getting a higher multiplier on the true art, and she's also getting a buff to her damage mitigation on the art, which by the way, do not sleep on that. Then Rim's getting a similar treatment. She's getting more damage on her true art, plus she's also getting a higher crit damage buff. By the way, this crit damage buff stacks, so it's extremely potent. Her arts is getting buffed as well, along with the attack buff that it provides and the duration the attack buff lasts for, and she's getting a increase in her beast killer. Then we got Ram, same thing. True art multiplier buff, we got a barrier buff, and we are also going to be getting a slight buff to her art as well. And finally, we got Beatrice, pretty much the same as the others. We're getting a higher multiplier on the true art, we're getting more magic and dark resist down on the true art as well, and we're also getting a higher status element resist down as well with the art. But if this wasn't enough for you, ladies and gentlemen, just like last time, these characters are all going to be able to get to luck 120. So you'll be able to double crest them, give them even more attack, more HP and everything. And let me just say, I'm glad this crossover is coming back, because I was lazy last time and I did not farm this. I have an Emilia that's not even luck 80. Let's talk about these equips that you're going to be able to obtain from the ReZero crossover. The Subaru cell phone. This thing is going to be able to buff up God, Demon, and Spirit units attack and damage by 50%, and it's also an EV equip. What's an EV equip? Well, whenever you craft this weapon, it has a chance to drop with one of the passives you see here. If you actually wanted to really try to hone in on this, I would say best in slot for this would probably be something like Good Condition Attack Up, or any of the 3 killer choices. If you don't get any of them and you just kind of want to sell with whatever, it's perfectly fine. It's just a tiny bit more damage if you do opt in for something like that. Of course, you can expect all the older equips as well to be back in the game. You actually will need to farm this and max them out if you want to turn them into the true weapon counterpart. And in terms of what those true weapons do, by the way, this is a very generalized thing. They all do different things in terms of their skill, but this is the main stuff they're going to be doing for that character. Most of them are pretty solid, but I will say some of them aren't necessarily required. You can get away with using other items. Hey, you might as well get the true weapon on them. It's free. Why not grind it? There should be a total of 10 gacha equips this time around, and there's a lot of good ones here and some okay ones at best. The main ones you need to be looking out for, though, are going to be the 5-star support Rim and Ram plushie. This thing's amazing. It's an AoE art shin item, which are extremely valuable in this game. It's going to be able to give your entire team art gauge, and it's also going to be able to buff up your team's attack and damage, so overall, great stuff here. Another thing that you should probably be on the lookout for is going to be the new 5-star support, which is going to be Emilia's clothes. This item is completely broken. I don't know who signed off on this at Next Ninja. This thing's able to give your entire team massive damage ups if they're a water unit. If your entire team is water, then that's 120% damage up from a singular equip. It's completely broken, and I highly recommend that you try to get this if you care about nuking, or you care about, you know, just having as much damage as possible for your mono water teams, or whatever the case may be. Make sure you pick this up. Hell, even if you're not using a mono water team and you at least have like 2 units on the team, that's still a 60% damage buff from one equip. That's very, very strong. Another item that you want to be keeping a lookout for if you are more of a nuker is going to be Beatrice's crown. This is going to be able to boost up magic and dark damage. It's really great, so if you nuke a lot with dark magic character, for example Dark Haruto, this could be a very good pickup for him. And last but not least, I'm going to be recommending the 5-star defense, Subaru's jacket. This thing's a decent item. There are other items in the game that kind of do a similar thing, but if you wind up picking this up, this isn't a bad damage mitigation item whatsoever. As for all the other equips, they're just nice to have. Nothing super potent, nothing super bad, but just overall solid stuff for the rest of these equips. Now, one thing they are doing different in this crossover compared to last time, they're actually really advertising this and pushing it everywhere, is the fact that we're going to be able to get 125 crossover tickets from login bonuses, limited missions, and event exchanges. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 125 summons, which that in and of itself isn't really too crazy. We usually do get a lot of tickets, but one thing we're getting differently this time around is we're going to be having a specific tab, as you see here, that is going to be saying ReZero missions. This will actually appear on your home page in Grand Summoners, and you click on this, it will show you all the missions that you need to do to get different types of tickets and rewards by completing these ReZero missions. So if you're free to play, or you're just starting out in the game, or you want to try and have the greatest chance possible of getting the characters you want, you gotta farm for these tickets, because I know I am. And then we got a massive dub for everyone. This is where we're going to be ending it off right here. Ladies and gentlemen, multiplayer first time meet bonus is getting reset. So that's a total of 140 crystals for just playing multiplayer with other people. Even if you don't care about ReZero and you just want to save for the next banners coming out or whatever, this is a huge dub. 140 crystals, that's almost 3 multis worth. So make sure you get in multiplayer lobbies and get those. That's literally free real estate. And that's actually it. Everything else is just well stuff. And I mean, let's be honest, I mean, who really cares about all this paid stuff? We only care about the free things. Now, one thing that I do want to mention, because some people who have played the crossover before may be asking if we're going to be getting one, and I want to just say it right now, there's no way we're getting one. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the guaranteed crossover ticket summon. The first time ReZero came around, we actually did get a guaranteed crossover ticket summon, and what this allowed us to do is that we pretty much got one of the ReZero characters for free no matter what. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to get that anymore, and that will be tied specifically behind a paywall. So that sucks, but I mean, what can you do, right? It is what it is at the end of the day. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to tell me down below what you're most excited for about this crossover. Maybe it's raids, maybe it's new units, maybe it's the new equips. Who knows? You guys let me know. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. It helps out the channel a lot. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to drink water.